Are you working as an IT help desk engineer or IT service desk professional? Definitely one of your main tasks will be installing, configuring, and managing Office 365 on Windows operating system. For example, Windows 10 or Windows 11. So in this video, I'll be taking you through how to install Windows operating system and Windows Microsoft 365 on the Windows 10 or Windows 11 device, how to actually configure Outlook for the first time, how to also reset or manage Office on your Windows 11 operating system. How do you actually help user if, for example, Office is not starting, you want to configure a new profile on that device? I'll be showing you how to do this in this video. My name is Kelvin Johnson. I'm from Kelv Global ICT. And please, if you are here for the first time, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if, for example, a user wants to install Office for the first time, the first thing you want to do is most of the time, if you are working for big companies, Office is actually being distributed to all the devices using Configuration Manager or Microsoft Intune. But there are some situations whereby you will need to install Office on the user's device manually. For example, even Teams, or the user is working on a different device, personal device, and sometimes you do assist users who work on personal device, maybe in some companies. So let's say you need to go to office.com. By going to office.com, here you will see that you have the option to install and more. So by clicking install and more, you can see that it says we're going to install the Microsoft 365 apps on this device, or we can also install it on a mobile device. So what we want to do is we just want to actually install it on this device. And here you can see it say install and more. Let's just click on that. So by clicking there, you can see now it's taking us to a different browser where we can actually install Office, or we can actually view the apps and devices. We can also view our subscription. Very important. You want to also make sure that you have the right subscription to actually install Office on that device. But mind you, if you don't have the right subscription, you will not be able to log on to Office. So if I click view subscription, you can see I'm using a Microsoft 365 for Business Premium, and here are all the Microsoft apps I'll be having on this. I actually have right to. So you can see most of the Office. For example, I have, like, if I have the Office Shared Computer Activation, the Microsoft 365 Lighthouse, Power Virtual Agent for Office, and also have the Microsoft 365, which of course include Outlook and Excel and Word. So let me just go back again and let's try to see right now let me go back into my account. And now we can now click install Office. So by clicking install Office, you can see it's trying to download the Office, which is, of course, it's not that big. So let me just open it. And mind you, you should also be logged on as an administrator on that device. If not, you may receive an error message that you do not have the right to install Office. So like what I was saying, you see, we receive a message which says administrative privilege required. So installation required administrative privilege to make changes to your computer. So when you receive such a message, what you need to do is the following. Right now, we need to go to the Office app that has been downloaded, and we need to now right click, and then we're going to say run as administrator. So when I click run as administrator, I'm going to say yes. And now you can see that it says we are getting things ready. So we are not receiving that error message anymore, because some apps sometimes do require some elevated right for that software to be installed on your device. So without you using the elevated right, you may not be able to install that Office on your device. So now you can see that the installation is taking place. So let's just wait for some time for this installation to complete, and then we can now come back again and try to configure Office for the first time on this device. So here we go. You can see that the installation just gets completed, and it says and the Microsoft 365 and Office apps are installed on your computer. So right now we need to click close, and then we need to go to our start menu. And then in our start menu, you can see we have recommended that we just recently added. You can see we have Word, Outlook, Publisher, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Access. But if I go to all apps, here you can see all the different apps that have been installed. So, and at this moment, you can see at this moment, we're actually missing the Microsoft Teams. So we're going to be installing Teams later in this video. So what we want to do right now is we want to actually configure Outlook for the first time. So you don't need to actually try to go to like create a new profile. You just need to just click Outlook. And by clicking Outlook, it will try to create a new profile using a kind of a single sign-on. Here you can see it says sign in or create an account. So let me just keep this for now. And here you can see it's trying to actually use my account. We can decide to just say, well, let me just accept that for now. Okay, close. So let me just click connect. So if I click, you can see my email address has been added automatically for me. So by clicking connect, it's going to add my email address, create a profile for me on this device. So I need to enter my password and then hit enter. And then I will click OK, stay signed in to all your apps, allow my organization to manage my device. So click OK. So right now you can see I'm receiving an error message. So if you are working as an IT professional, definitely these are one of the error messages you could receive. So it is now your duty to actually find how to resolve this. So I'm actually doing this purposely because I want you to see everything I'm doing, and if it goes wrong, we can now try to actually find a way to actually solve or fix this issue. So right now you can see it says account was successfully added. Well, my account was added, but probably the account, my office have not been activated. So he said you want to set up Outlook mobile. At this moment I will say no. I'm just going to click done. So if we click done, we can see that Outlook have just started, but we have an issue. So Outlook is setting up a local copy of your mailbox. It may be several minutes until all of your data is available. But at this moment we have an issue. You can see it says Outlook has not been activated. So using Outlook with that interruption activate before, so it's telling me a date before I should activate. But I can just click the activation. Should the case you have the right license to actually do this. So right now I can now click activation and then I will click accept. And if we go to, let me just go to file, and under file here, when we go to our office account, you can see it says, first of all, subscription product for, that's my name. And then that's the Microsoft 365 as business. And you can see it's actually licensed to me. If, for example, this is not licensed, you can see this, it will tell you that this is unlicensed. We can actually sign out. We can switch accounts. I can even change the photo of this profile. So let me just go back again. But at the same time, it's actually using my photo I'm using on the internet. So if I change my photo in also office365.com, the same photo is going to appear here. So let me just go back again, and now you can see we are all set to go. This is actually a new profile. I don't have any profile here, but at the same time we can also add new accounts to this profile. For example, we have a different email address, or we have a new email address. You can always add it to your profile. So let me create a new email address, or assign a new email address, and show you how to add that email address to this Microsoft Outlook. So what I've done is I've assigned a license to Simon James. So we're going to add that profile to Outlook. So we have different options. So first of all, I can actually go to file, and here if I go to account settings and I go to account settings, you can see we can decide to actually add the user's profile here. For example, I can just add it here, or we can also go to, if I go to control panel. So by going to control panel, and here we can actually look from Microsoft Outlook, and here you can see it says profile. I can click show profile. At this moment we don't have any other profile. So what I want to do, you can decide to just click add profile and then create a new profile. But I'm not going to do that right now. Let me just go to the users here and then add the James Simon and then click connect. So if you try to add James' account also to Outlook, now I need to enter his password. So I'm going to ask me later, and I'm going to say okay. So here we go. You can see it says account successfully added. So I'm going to say done, and let me just close that for now. Then if I click done, you can see I'm not seeing the profile here. So what you want to do is the following. So also I'm not seeing the profile in Outlook. I want to actually close my Outlook and then go to my start menu again and then open Outlook again. So it's trying to load the profile of that new user. So anytime you add a new user, definitely you want to actually close Outlook and then open Outlook again. Then that new profile will be recreated. So it's trying to load the profile, and the second profile we just added of James Simon will be added to our mailbox. So here we go. You can see we have the account of Kelvin Johnson, and then we also have the account of James. And okay, let me close that for now. Got it. But mind you, if I go to File under Office Account, you can see that I'm still using the license of Kelvin for this profile. We can actually switch accounts. So if, for example, James have account, we can actually switch account to that of James. So let me just go back again for that. So right now, that is how you actually add email, add profile to extra profile to your Microsoft Outlook. So let's say you're having issue with Microsoft Outlook and Outlook keeps freezing. It's not starting very well. It keeps freezing. You are receiving error message. So we have different options on how to fix this issue. What you can actually do is the following. So if I go to Programs and Future, let me open Programs and Future. Here you can see we have the Microsoft 365 apps for business, especially in English. So if I click on it, you can see we have two options. I have the option to actually uninstall and then change. So if I click change, and it says, do you want to allow this app to make change to your device? I'm going to say yes. Now it's giving me two options. It says we can do a quick repair or we can do an online repair. So let me tell you the two. So when you do a quick repair, fix most issues quickly without the need for an internet connection. So to do a quick repair, you don't need access to the internet. So your device is going to use the Office or installed on your device to repair Microsoft Office. It's not going to repair just Outlook, but the whole of Office. So it will try to repair Office with the Office installed on your device. But if you have issues whereby you are receiving multiple errors, everything is very slow, you can as well do an online repair. It's going to fix all issues. So it will take a longer time, of course, and you need access to the internet, but it's going to take you through the internet, and then it will actually try to fix the issue, downloading the Office again from the internet and reinstalling it on your device, but you are still going to keep all your profiles. So it is not like your profile is going to be deleted. And for example, if your profile is deleted, you need to actually recreate your profile again. No, your profile will not be deleted. You will still have that same profile. So we can also just say, okay, we want to do a quick repair. I'll do a quick repair. It says ready to start a quick repair. So yes. So it says save your work because it's trying to close Outlook, and now you see Outlook have been closed. So it's just going to actually do a quick repair. It's not going to take a very long time and try to fix some of the simple or just issues on your device. But if it is a very, very serious issue with Outlook, I'll prefer you to use the online repair, which of course takes some time, and then depends on how big your profile is in Outlook as well. So it will take some time, and then it's going to actually recreate that and reinstall Office on your device. Now you can see it says we have finished repairing your Microsoft 365 and Office programs and future. So we can now click close and then go back again to our start menu and start Office again. But sometimes you may have issues in Outlook and you actually need to create a new profile. So in control panel, you can see we have the mail Microsoft Outlook. But mind you, if you're opening control panel for the first time, you may see category and not the large icons. So I prefer to actually go for the large icons or small icons. Then I can see everything very well. You can see all the different icons. So just click on mail Microsoft Outlook, and you can see we have our email account. Here we have both email accounts, and then we also have our data files. You can see where Outlook is being stored as a location, and then we have our profiles. At this moment, you can see we have just the standard Outlook profile. We can decide to actually add a new profile. For example, I can say, let me just add Kelvin. If, for example, you are trying to add a new mail, we can decide to just add Kelvin, and let me just click next. Let's try to connect and then finish. So right now, you can see I've added Kelvin. So if I decide to say Well, always use this profile Kelvin. Let me click OK, and then I'm going to close Outlook. And then when I go to my start menu and I open Outlook again, let's try to see what's going to happen. It's trying to load my profile, and here we go. You can see right now I'm only seeing the new profile as the Kelvin.Johnson, but I'm not seeing the account of James Simon. Why? Because it should only start with the one I just created called Kelvin. But I can decide to actually should prompt me for a profile to be used. So if you have several profiles here, I'm going to click OK. If I click cancel this time and I go to my start menu, click Outlook, you can see it's actually prompting me to actually choose a profile. Then we now have more options here as well. So I can decide to say, okay, let me just choose Outlook and then select set as default and then click OK. We can decide to also create a new profile from here. So if I click OK, and then now it is going to open both profile for me. So this is how you actually configure Outlook for the first time on your device. So let's say you want to install Microsoft Teams on this device, because when we were installing the Microsoft Office app, Teams was not installed. So if I go to search for Teams, you can see I'm not seeing Teams on this device. So what you can do is, if I go to the office365.com and I click Teams, it's going to open a new profile. So when Teams open, here you can see it says at the moment you can actually work with Teams from your from office.com, from microsoft.com. But at the same time, here you can see we have the three dots, and if I click which is settings and more, you can see it says download the desktop app. So that is what we actually need right now. So let me just click download the desktop app, and then I will just click download app for desktop. I'm going to say the Teams for home is going to be the downloaded Teams, the new Teams app. So I'm going to actually just do that. I'm going to use the 64-bit version. Let me keep that anyway. So Teams has been downloaded. So let me just try to open it and let's try to do the installation on this device. So it says, let me just install and then launch Teams when it is ready. So let's just wait for this to complete, and then we can see if Teams works on this device or not. Okay, now the installation just got completed. You can see we have two different options. You can see we have the accounts of Kelvin and James, but let me just use the accounts of Kelvin to actually configure Teams on this device, and then I'm going to just enter his password and then hit OK. Here we go. We can now see that Teams have been installed and configured on this device. So you can see all the different users in my company. So I can actually use all the different users, and we have our Teams, and we have our calendar. We can make calls and more. And that is actually the Teams on the web. And then we have the Teams app, which have been properly installed on this device. So these are some of the simple tasks you'll be doing if you're working as an IT help desk or IT service desk professional. Well, my name is Kelvin Johnson, and please, if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more IT related videos. And please, if you have any question, just feel free to send me a personal email or leave a comment in the comment section, and definitely I will reply to you as quick as possible. Bye.